Although Joe Rogan has insisted that Mike Tyson postpone his fight with Jake Paul, Jake will have the opportunity to face another accomplished heavyweight fighter following his bout with Mike Tyson. In the event that Jake Paul wins, Kevin McBride has stated that he is prepared to face Paul after Mike Tyson. He stated, "I hope Jake Paul would give me the opportunity to fight him, so he'd have the chance to be the last man to beat Tyson and McBride. I jump. That's crazy, dies, right? Oh my God. Yeah, see if you have something like that. If you have, look, if that would be the end of the right experiment. Let's imagine it in a different way, right? Let's not imagine that Mike Tyson is fighting Jake Paul. Let's imagine Mike Tyson is fighting some young, really powerful knockout artist who's with him. Given Tyson's history of medical problems and the fact that Paul would have received more money from a fight with Tyson in 2006, when Iron Mike was far from being, Paul is unlikely to accept any offer from McBride. His physical condition has probably gotten worse over time. Many have criticized Paul for choosing Tyson, and medical professionals are concerned about Tyson's health should he lose. MCB, who at first found it difficult to deal with Tyson's intense anger, has advised the influencer to alert the referee if the violent puncher looks about to break the rules. He told the influencer to hold up his hands, to be careful not to spit out his mouthpiece, and to alert Jake Paul to the possibility of something going wrong as a result. Jake Paul needs to make sure Mike doesn't do that. Mike Tyson is an incredible individual. Paul is preparing to investigate potential boxing opportunities in order to follow his audacious long-term goal of winning the world title the following year. I personally think it's really good. I think that the boxing hardcores, boxing fanatics, they don't like it because it's why are they disrespecting our sport? There's an Olympic system that you have to go through at. And once you qualified there, then you go through to the professional ranks, whereas someone with a profile can just come out of nowhere and fight one of the best guys. Games with opponents such as Tommy Fury and TSI McBride have also been discussed. It takes guts to be a boxer or a YouTuber. And even at 50, Tyson needs bravery to enter the ring. Even though the rules of the match are designed to make it less painful, Tyson is no joke, and many boxers have criticized Paul for seemingly exhibiting contempt. By backing BJ Flores, Iron's former teacher claims in a YouTube reply that the showdown Jake liked Mike and thought the fight was significant, but Mike insisted that Jake wasn't looking for him and that he wanted to make the battle. I think let's say we divided this crowd crow in half, and you've got half of the people that are hardcore boxing fans and half of the people that love a certain person that's into YouTube, like a YouTuber. Yeah, but that person brings all of these people into boxing with benefits everyone else that's involved. Some of them might stay not just for that match, might get into the sport, and it's a tough game, so everyone viewing helps. So I think it's really good for people that need some more than just a show. Mike also asked that the fight be entered into each man's file. A TNT Stadium and Netflix both supported it. While it will be thrilling for many to see, Jake is kind of stuck because you don't want to beat Mike, and you know he will still be lethal if you do. The former world title contender believes that Paul is in a no-win situation. Going into the fight, he can either lose or shock the boxing community by stopping a great naturally various people view things from different angles, but they are not the ones competing. In addition, the fight between Tyson and Paul has been rescheduled for August 18 at New York City's Fanatics Fest. Paul sees the opportunity to compete against veteran Mr. Paul and Mr. Tyson. Which one do you think is going to win? The only thing I'm worried about is Father Time. That's one thing that has never been beat. And Tyson's, he's older now, but I pray that he comes out healthy. But I think Jake Paul, CU of youth, that's the only thing, cause of the first SC fight of Mike Perry in July and that the 6th round prevailed via technical knockout, raising his record to a remarkable 11-0. Paul became a professional following the significant triumph over Perry. Paul discussed his thoughts over the upcoming showdown with a According to Paul, it's going to be a nightmare for Mike Tyson, but it's a dream come true for me to be fighting the biggest, baddest boxer ever. After eating Mike Perry as an appetizer, Tyson declared himself prepared for Friday, November 15. The main course. Tyson gave a favorable health report and talked about his opinions on Fanatics Fest. I'm thrilled to be performing for the fans. They won't soon forget at Fanatics Fest. Paul could be that guy if we didn't think of him as Jake Paul. If you look at the Oopal, he knocks dead when he knocked dead Tyrone Woodley with one punch. That crack eye there. Yeah, honestly so. That's what I'm saying, exactly what you're saying. We don't want to give him credit because it's Jake Paul exactly. But we got to wake up and realize that he's still 27 young, and for the last 4, 5, 6, 7 years, he's had the best coaches working with him alongside some of the biggest names in sports. I can't wait to face Jake Paul in New York City at Fanatics Fest. The countdown has begun anew, and I can't wait to beat Jake Paul on Friday, November 15 at Texas at Ant Stadium Tyson, and Paul's fight will stream live on Netflix. Tyler will undoubtedly have the advantage because to his vast experience and outstanding exploits, which include numerous world heavyweight titles and an impressive 50-6 record, while Paul has only fought 11 times and is over 30 years younger than Tyson. His boxing background is far shorter and more recent, having only fought in the previous 4 years. Tyson's record speaks for itself. This is noteworthy considering the 90% of the power, 7% of the physical ability, and 90% of the power, cuz the power's not gone. You see it when he hits a bag. Yeah, he's still got the power. The power's there 100%, but he's had a bunch of back issues. He had real bad sciatica, having a problems walking and stuff. Yeah, but who knows what they've done. Majority of Paul's previous opponents have been former mixed martial artists or lesser-known boxers. In the meanwhile, Tyson is anticipated to be the hardest opponent he has faced. Thus far, Tyson Fury has made a prediction regarding the highly anticipated bout between Mike Tyson and Jake Yanbo. Paul Fury is convinced that it is evidently awful to learn that the undisputed world heavyweight champion, unshocked, devastated. I feel terrible for everyone engaged in this event, especially the undercard, because everyone in this camp has been working so hard. Paul shared on Instagram following Tyson's withdrawal announcement. He said this: I'm sure he's with the right people. Like, even at 57, you can make a lot of money if Mike Tyson's fit and his shape, which is so crazy to say. It's just weird that we're even talking about 100% that the guy from Disney is going to fight Mike Tyson. Opportunity has been ripped from all of us. But I do value Mike's health. Supporters are worried because Mike has bought himself some time because he is still talking trash over there and insisting that he will muck him out. Mike Tyson recently published new training videos for NASA. Badarian, Paul's manager, had announced last month that Tyson had not yet made a comeback to the boxing ring despite the fact that he had resumed his strength and conditioning regimen. But Tyson has returned with supposed to be my first fight in the UFC. Oh, there's Remy Bonge. Oh, he's not used to that. Yeah, he got head kicked. Said, that's all right. Well, Remy Benassi was amazing. And he fought. He said, it's such an interesting style, crazy knees. Yeah. Hey man, we just lost Rob Kamen. Rob, that Suze, that was hard, nice guy. I worked out with that guy a lot. I trained with that guy for like 8-week period. It was amazing. He was awesome. Those Dutch guys are cool, man. He's the coolest. He was the coolest. He's super. I did a joint seminar with him in Canada. One time. He's just a cool guy. That was it. Head kick, check. Egg check, please, then done. I don't enjoy that France Botha. He did well in kickboxing. Remember FER? He did. Yeah. He figured out how to do it a little bit. Start uploading a video of himself destroying the music pads. Both current boxers and historical fighters expressed disapproval of the fight. When the news of Mike Tyson and Jake Paul's bout initially surfaced, critics immediately highlighted the significant age gap between the two fighters and voiced worry about Tyson's health in the run-up to his battle with Iron. A former boxing champion has criticized Tyson and questioned his place in the ring, calling his forthcoming fight a planned dramatization. Mike is back in the gym and starting a rigorous 3-month training camp to be ready for his next bout. KL Froch, a former boxing champion, says Mike shouldn't even think of getting into the ring. Mike Tyson was helped off the plane with a damaged back, which is why I think he is too old to be in the ring. A lot of people who have criticized Jake Paul's boxing career have claimed that his only issue with a problem child is that he isn't a good fighter. He also added that he has a significant weight advantage over most of the guys he fights, which is an unfair advantage because he is significantly heavier than his opponent. That professional fight is intended to spark even more controversy. The YouTuber who turned boxer Jake Paul attempted to attack UFC champion Alex Podin Pereira following his victory against Perry. However, Dana White swiftly disregarded the challenge, stating that Jake Paul is no longer a sec.